We're in the midst of John's account of Jesus cleansing the temple. John puts this at the beginning of the ministry of Christ. We're coming to verse 16 of chapter 2 of the Gospel of John. We've just seen Jesus driving out the money changers. He's also driving out those who are selling various kinds of animals that were intended for sacrificial purposes. And we continue now with this very dramatic description, kai and tois. This is the dative plural. This article goes with this word, which is a participle, to the sellers. This is from poleo, to sell, or I sell. So to the present participle sellers, and then tas peristeros, of the doves, so to the sellers of the doves. Apen, he said, areta, this is the second person plural, present tense of the imperative. So take, tauta, these things intuthen, word that's an adverb indeclinable. It simply means thence. Get them out of here would be the general way you'd convey that over. Get these things out of here, or take them out of here. Me poieta, this is the second person plural present imperative. Do not make ton oikon to patros, the house of the father of me. And of course that's significant that it's the singular pronoun, the house of my father, not the house of our father. Jesus in the New Testament uniquely will refer to God as his Father. When he's giving instruction to his disciples, it's always the plural pronoun, our Father. But Jesus stands in this unique relationship as the only begotten Son, warranting the use of that rather dramatic reference to the connection between himself and his Father. So don't make the house of my Father, oikon, a house, emporiou. You know what the word emporium is, a place of sales, a store, retail outlet, that kind of thing for merchandising. That's this word brought over into English, emporiou, an emporium. Don't make the house of my Father a place where these various forms of merchandise are being sold. A couple of things to notice about this which distinguish it from the later cleansing of the temple recorded in the gospel accounts. For one thing, notice that Jesus here tells them to get these things out of here. Don't make this house a place of merchandising. Later, in a more condemning way, he says, you have made my Father's house a house or a den of thieves. And so you do get the feeling that where this is more or less a warning, a rather significant warning, nevertheless in the later occasion of a cleansing of the temple, it's more a word of condemnation. The warning time is over, and now the statement is one of bringing things to a close. Your house is left to you desolate, is the kind of thing Jesus says there, whereas here you do have what at least appears to be an opportunity to repent, an opportunity to turn things around. So again, we see a little bit of a subtle difference between these two accounts, suggesting, of course, that there were two cleansings of the temple, one that takes place toward the beginning of Jesus' ministry, and the other that takes place later during Holy Week.